I love all right.
Oh my
You
God.
just wasted 5 minutes of my life.
Oh my God.
This episode's gonna go up just like this. Alex
Okay.
has had us muted for 5 minutes.
And we were talking.
Done.
I don't even know if anything got recorded at this point. But we're gonna start with this episode as the entrance. I don't care how
Alex
it sounded.
laughing.
This is amazing. I love it. So for those that are just joining us, about 5 minutes and 45 seconds ago, we pressed record and we were diving into today a topic about what the Dominican Republic has taught us about growth. And then I said, well, Jasil, I left the audience on a cliffhanger. And I had said that you're doing some big things. And she doesn't like talking about herself.
No, I don't.
So we're going to talk right now because those last 5 minutes and 45 seconds, you didn't hear us, but we were on here.
Alex just realized he had us muted this whole time.
Yeah.
Muted. Can you believe that, Leomar?
So let's wrap it back up. Let's go back to the beginning. Rewind.
Okay, that was your best rewind. No, now I'm not talking about myself. I already did. You see, it wasn't meant to be.
No, go ahead.
It wasn't meant to be heard. It was muted the whole time.
All right, so Jasil, one thing that Jasil loves, she loves frameworks. I'm going to start it off for her so then I can turn it over to her because she is a very good finisher. She loves finishing things. So, Jasil and our whole marriage, our whole relationship, ever since I've known her, she has been about growth, personal development, being the best version of herself, learning all these different frameworks, systems. She's been very systems oriented. Everything in our family, when we have shifted a direction or we've taken a step in something that has been not so comfortable, it has come from a thought from Jasil. And what I mean by that is she does so much research and she's learned so much. And then she's like, hey, this is interesting. What do you think? And then she throws it onto me. And then I look at it, I read it, I understand it, observe, and say, okay, let's give it a try. Just so, what are you doing? What have you been doing? Because you've been doing a lot besides making a baby, birthing a baby, feeding a baby, putting a baby to sleep. You've been doing a lot of things.
I've been helping my friends create Marie Diamond vision boards because I'm like, I don't want to be the only one living my dream. I want all my friends to live their dreams too, and then we can all party together and celebrate our dreams. So I've been helping my friends do that. I've been working on the unschooling PDF. It is slowly coming together. I'm hoping here in the next couple of weeks I can finish that out. But I'm dabbling in a few projects, and I do need to just prioritize this and put more time to it to put it out.
Wait. What is this unschooling PDF about, real quick? Just like you got a 30-second elevator pitch. Let's hear it.
The unschooling PDF is for parents who want to unschool or homeschool and are feeling lost and confused and overwhelmed by the processes. So I give you real systems and stories to help you navigate that, in a sense, to feel that safety and confidence in being able to do it yourself.
I love it. And so you've been doing that. That's one thing you've been doing. And then these Marie Diamond vision boards. Tell me more about that. Because let me tell you, she just is not doing hers. She's got a couple clients that is on this. She's got other women in the community on it. She even has her kids, each individual kid doing a Marie Diamond vision board.
And they love it. So it's a course on My Valley, but I'm sure you can find her YouTube. Her name is Marie Diamond, and the vision board basically is based off the Bagua system, to where you use like a compass, and basically through her app you can find your directions, and you know what's your health, your relationships, your success, your career directions, all of that. And then it's very specific. Like, it's not supposed to just be cluttered and filled with pictures. It's supposed to be about simplicity and getting down to these core I am statements for each category. So there is a process that you have to follow. Long story short, you make a bunch of goals under each categories. You extract the I am statements, you put that on the vision board, and then you put your images. And the whole point, once again, is not for the board to just be filled with hundreds of pictures. It's about it anchoring to like who is the person once you achieve all those goals that you write down. Like who are you? In what state? How do you feel? And those are your I am statements. I did my first one in 2022, and I want to say most of everything that I put in there did get accomplished, which was why I was like, it's time to make my next vision board for the next years. So, and then when I thought about doing that, I was like, what? I want my friends to also do theirs. So then we can all, in 2, 3, 4 years, celebrate all the things we've accomplished. So I sat down a group of women plus Alex, and we got to work on our vision boards. We're still, I mean, I finished mine, but they're still finishing theirs. We're working on it. And my last project that I've been working on is this founder freedom reset. So I am working with family founders, people who have founded their own companies and have families, young children. And over time, they have become the driving force of their company, and they are looking to open up their schedules to be able to spend more time with their families and do the things that they love. And usually with these people, what's happening is that they don't have the systems in place to be able to do that. So if you become the person turning the wheel all the time, then you can't exit the vehicle because you're the only one pushing it forward. So my job is to come in and put the systems in place so you don't have to be the one turning the wheel all the time. I mean, think about like the old cartoon, the Flintstones, like when they got in the car and they had, they moved it with their feet. Like the car didn't move like they in the Flintstones. It was like with their feet, right? But now we have vehicles that have motors that move them. Uh,
Even
so
Leomar's a little confused.
you didn't watch the Flintstones? Do we? Did you have a childhood
No, I watched the Flintstones.
and you don't remember them moving the
No,
vehicles with their
I
feet?
was messing with you. I do know.
Oh,
I watched the old. It
I
was the
did
live
watch.
action Flintstones
So
movie.
not the movie. There was a
There was
show.
a movie though too.
Okay.
I watched
All
the
right.
TV
Yes,
show.
I watched that
We're
too.
the Flintstones. Dum-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay. Anyhow,
Something from Bedrock. We're a happy family. I don't know.
I don't know what you're singing.
All right. So all of that. Were you complete on that?
No, systems and then also working on belief systems. So it's a mix of the manifestation, the mindset, but also tying it back to the tangible of what are you changing every day. Because what I notice is so many people get caught up on the vision boards and the manifesting that they forget it actually takes real action in your daily life to be able to accomplish those things. And while, yes, in the manifestation world, they say, hey, don't worry about the how, that doesn't mean you sit on a couch and you wait for it to fall from the sky on top of you, because that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Leomar agrees with that. He's like, I just came from the universe. You have to put
Look,
your effort behind it.
I'll give you a real life experience that if you've been following us over the last few episodes and last season, we talked about Mind Valley, and we had on our vision board Mind Valley for a long time, going as a family. Me speaking on it, that's something that I've been calling into the universe, and I had to take action to get there. It didn't just gonna show up in my lap. I had to put myself in rooms and situations that gave me the opportunity to do so. So, what I'm interpreting here is that she is helping you with beliefs and then creating that action behind it and marrying the two together so you can have more time with your families.
And doing things that you enjoy doing.
She's killing it too. So if you're watching this or listening to this and you know someone, send her way and she's going to make magic happen in their lives. Boom. I plugged you there for you. So this is what we're going to do now. Because you talked about wanting to talk about what the Dominican Republic has taught us about growth. I'm going to let you pave the way and then I'll jump in there.
I mean, about growth. And basically, like here, we live a really slow life. And that was one of the reasons that initially we wanted to leave, is because we felt it was too slow. But what we've also come to realize is that this slowness allows us to build and to have all this time to be creative and do all these other things that are near and dear to our heart. So we take off here in about 2 months. And then, in a sense, things are going to speed up and pick up a bit as we're traveling and doing things with the kids and whatnot. But what it comes to reinforce is like having those systems and incomes and things in place to be able to continue living that life, and that we don't want to just be in this slowness. Like it's nice to slow down and relax and live the beach life and all that, but we don't want to do this 365 days a year.
Yeah. For me, I think this place has, and I hate using the word piggyback, but I really want to dive in a little bit to what Jasil was saying is so many people in this world have so much action, but very little connection to themselves. And then there's people that have so much connection to themselves and they're in their head and they're analyzing everything and there's no action and they're not going and taking steps where they want to go. So I think for me, this Dominican Republic time frame has allowed me to bring more balance into both of those. I have always thrived in structured systems in the military, and obviously that's how I was trained growing up. But that's not my primary operating system. I've been learning the more that I am creating distance from the military that I love spontaneity. I love no structure. I love going with the flow. That doesn't mean that I can't operate within the structure, but I notice that my original operating system is tailored to no structure. But that doesn't work for where we're at in our lives. And so it's like being able to have that non-structured time and then the structured time and being able to live that in with harmony. And that's what the DR taught me.
Yeah, I mean, it's taught me that I want more than just beaches and palm trees every day. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
and
For sure.
yeah, and that I definitely want to be of service. Like there's things that I enjoy doing outside of motherhood and I'm really good at, and I want to focus my time on those things as the kids are getting older and they're starting to get more involved in their activities and their daily things. It's allowing me the time to also come into myself and the things that I enjoy doing and that light me up. And like I said, like the founder freedom reset is a huge part of that. It's me reclaiming the things that I love and doing things for Jacil, not just as a mom.
I like it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you've heard this, and if you haven't, this is a secret and I just maybe gave you a life hack here, but you are the people that you surround yourself with. And that is what I have been missing here in the Dominican Republic. And it's made me want that even more. And I'm not saying that there's not people that are pushing themselves here, but I am in a point in my life, as I mentioned, that I want to surround myself with people that are constantly pushing me to be a better version of myself, making me allowing me to see something in them that is like, "Oh, I'm not where I wanna be," or even better, like, pushing me to get there, like, getting clarity on the direction that I wanna go in certain things and bringing even more specificity in the goals and the aspirations and how to help people, how to transform, so on and so forth. And I've experienced that with certain people here. I've been able to get and have conversations with amazing people here that are doing really good things in the world. And it's beautiful when you can have both. I think that's the for me that's the lesson also is like you can have both. You can have both. You can have the unstructured time and that structure, that mindset of like, hey, it's time to get things going. It's time to get things done. It's time to accomplish whatever you're setting yourself out to be, but also being able to rest and enjoy life because we're meant for the full human experience.
Yeah. I think my biggest takeaway with all of this too is just after sitting down with some of these groups and talking to people is everyone should or needs to have a vision for their life if you want to move in that direction. Like there is no way you can move in a certain direction of what you want in your life if you don't know what that is. Because it's like you don't ever get in your car without knowing where you're going. You don't sit around at home and then all of a sudden you say, I'm going to go drive. And if somebody asks you where, you're like, I don't know. I'm just going to drive. Like usually you have a place in mind, you know where you're going, and that's why you get in your vehicle. So think about your life, yourself that way. When you wake up every day, it is you getting inside your car. Like have a destination, have a vision. Where is it that you want to go today? Where is it that you want to go in a week, in a month? In 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, 2, 3, like years, 10 years, you have to have that vision because then that's the only way that you can take steps towards it. And too many people live in just the day to day and their habits, they become habits. And once those habits are in place, it's very easy to just wake up and repeat them for the next 30 years. And then you wake up one day and you're like, what did I just do for the last 30 years? And it's like, well, you didn't have a vision. You didn't have a plan. So then you just did what you did every day for the next, 30 years. So make that vision, have that plan, and start moving towards it. And that's what we're doing. We're building on those things that we've talked about because Alex and I have been doing this for a few years now where we do sit down and we talk about our visions and we talk about our plans and we talk about what we want to do for the year, for the next 2 years, for the next 3 years. And that's how we've slowly been able to get here. And now it's time for the next vision because we've already accomplished a lot of what we've wanted. But there's always more. Exactly. There's always more.
And I think it's important too, if you are in a relationship, to have these conversations with your partner. So you all are on the same page. And that doesn't mean that you have the same goals and the same vision, like in like exact replica, but you have
I mean,
complement.
there's individual, but then yeah, the family vision
Yeah.
should be something you sit down and talk about together.
And I saw something from a friend of ours the other day, and he was saying that like you should be looking at every day he has a book, something that a small book that he has written his own individual values, quotes that inspire him, goals that he's achieving, and some other things, and he reads that every single day in the morning, so he brings it to his forefront, and that's one thing that I find very. I've been creating this journal because it's so powerful. Like we have to see these things every single day because we as people can easily get deterred from our own vision, even if we've set it in place. If we don't have it in the front of our minds, if we allow it to just go in the back of our minds and life takes over and life keeps lifing, we're not gonna push ourselves to accomplishment. We were just listening to a Bob Proctor thing, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Is like we make decisions based off if we can afford it. They were talking about buying a house, but like when I think about my big ass calendar that's sitting right here, I'm making decisions on, well, can I afford that, or can we do that here, can we do that there, and then I don't end up putting it on the calendar. And the reality is, put the damn thing on the calendar. These things should be scaring you. These things should be putting you in a state of action, of requiring you to take that next step forward. And within having these goals and visions and the systems that you're creating, not just for your friends and our family and for and me and the kids and your clients, it's it's keeping it in the front of your mind on what you want and why you're doing what you're doing.
I agree. Absolutely. Well said.
She didn't listen to a dang
Yes,
thing.
I did.
Well,
You said it so well. I don't have anything to add to it.
that is 25 minutes, 5 minutes and 45 seconds of which you can't
Alex
hear
muted
us
it.
because it was muted. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please, if there was something that resonated with you, let us know. If there's something that made you laugh, like just so
I'm looking for a new podcast producer, so this one can't unmute the mic before we start a podcast.
boom, and I'm going to delete that out. So just kidding. Have a good day.